afternoon, Magnus. So, I was sent this poll and asked to check it out. And when I saw the poll, I was like, this gives me an idea. Maybe I should start my own poll and see what happens. Now, one thing that I've noticed about when I start a poll, 5 to 10 minutes in, if I check back, whatever those numbers are, whatever those ratios are, like whatever's leading, with whatever's losing, whatever's the highest voted, whatever's the lowest voted, they tend to stay the same, yet get bigger as the poll stays on my channel. Now, if you've never heard of Comics Explained is a channel that explains comics. It's right in the title. When I first found him years ago, I binge watched his videos. There's a lot of videos on stuff that I hadn't heard about or certain characters that I never really looked into before, but was kind of curious about, or he told stories about certain comic arcs that I hadn't had a chance to read. So there's a few of them I found. It kind of reminded me of Star Wars Theory, how Theory would talk about certain things, like about a lot of characters that I liked, and certain characters I really hadn't looked into. So I binge watched Star Wars Theory when I first ran into him too. Well, as you can see, our polls are similar. Mine's trending very similar to his, only after an hour. His has been up 3 days. He's got 39,000 votes. I've got 1.8 thousand votes. And this matters. These numbers matter because when companies do studies, when political pollings are done, and other types of polls are done, similar numbers to actually, both of these are actually done. So when you think about it, people have done studies on humanity that have only included about 1,000 people. They've done political polls around the size of Comics Explained. They've done studies that big too. So you can't say that these numbers mean nothing, because they mean something. Our subscriber bases have similar feelings. Now, he has different perspectives on the comic movies and certain things than I do. And I have a different perspective than him. We have some of the same perspectives. All right? Like I said, I've watched a lot of his channel. Look how similar our fan base is. The only difference is the last one. My fan base has had it more than his has. Had it. His is at 24%. Let's call it 25. Mine's at 50. You know? I mean, damn. Now, when you go to his channel to see his numbers, you have to vote. I voted seeing it opening day. As you can see here, that's what I do. I do movie reviews, but I'm that type of guy too. I always like to go on opening day. I've always liked actually the big crowd cheering and having fun together. I've always loved that about movies. And I'm a Superman fan, and I'm trying to give this DCU a chance, and I'm going to give Supergirl a fair shot. So I'm going to see it opening day. Only 7% of mine are going the same day, but his are 10%. Opening weekend, 14% for mine, 25% for his. Catching it on streaming, 28% of mine, 40% of his. And last but not least, I think WB should be concerned about, 52% of my fan base so far that has voted is not interested at all. And 24% of his are not interested at all. See, these are a screenshot, okay, a snapshot of the entire fan base. Trust me, Warner Bros., if they saw these polls, would take them seriously. Okay? We will see how the movie does when it comes out. I could redo the poll right before, like a few days before it comes out. That would be interesting because that would show what their marketing may have done to change public opinion. Okay? So when you do studies, when you do political polls, when you do other types of polls, you're getting a sample size of the full population. And it's usually a few hundred to a few thousand people that are sampled to find out how the public overall is probably thinking. Okay? So we'll see what happens when it comes out. I'll be there with bells on the first day and to give you my honest opinion, like I always do. Post the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. And if you enjoyed my commentary and thoughts about this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers.